I'd always meant to watch Taxi Driver, and finally I have. And I don't understand the appeal. I don't think it's a good film. I don't think it's a bad film, but I absolutely do not agree with the 8.2 out of 10 rating on IMDb. That's across 981,000 reviews and ratings. It has a Metascore of 94, which is insane. That's incredibly high. And I do wonder, and this is not unique to this film, but I do feel like people, not everybody, but some people will rate a classic film highly because there's this expectation within society for them to like it. And if they don't like it, does that make them a bad film fan? Does that mean that they just haven't understood the film? No, I don't believe it does, but I do think that there's this pressure. So I'm wondering if maybe, and I could be wrong, but I wonder if some people have maybe rated it more highly because it's what they feel like they need to do. And unfortunately, well, thankfully for me, I don't feel the pressure to do that because I don't care what people think of me if I don't like a particular film. But unfortunately, I did ultimately not like this film. It was released in 1976, directed, of course, by Martin Scorsese, written by Paul Schrader, and we have a cast including Robert De Niro and Jodie Foster. And it's because of Jodie Foster that I wanted to watch this, because I really like her, and I always meant to get around to watching this. And while I liked her in this, and Robert De Niro gave a good performance, there is nothing about this that I found to be interesting. In fact, I found it to be really frustrating. De Niro plays Travis Bickle, and he is a war veteran who's now working as a taxi driver. That basic premise, I don't mind. To start off the concept, that in itself is interesting, or could be interesting, but I found him to be really, really unlikable. I really did not care for the character. I thought, okay, he's a Vietnam War veteran. Does this mean it's going to be very easy to emotionally connect with him because he's been through a lot, and it's easy to feel for characters like that who are maybe now in a difficult situation emotionally? No, I did not like him pretty much from the very beginning. I found him to be insufferable. And it's definitely a character-driven film because the narrative doesn't have a lot happening. So because I hated the protagonist, and the narrative is lacking, it didn't really have a lot to offer. And I know it's often praised for the technical quality, and I'm not seeing any of that at all. Again, it's not badly done necessarily. The camera work is fine, the lighting is fine, the music is fine, but none of it's that great. And that's not just because it's a product of its time. There are many films released before this that, in my opinion, are technically much more impressive. Again, it's not badly done, but I don't understand any of the praise for this. The character is insufferable. De Niro's performance is fine, but the character is insufferable. The narrative doesn't have a lot to offer. I don't think it gave a strong emotional response for me, and it could have done based on the premise, but the execution of the narrative did not work very well at all for me. It was very boring and didn't give me a lot of emotions. Technically, it's fine, but nothing impressive, even for the time in the 70s. So I don't get it. I don't understand why it's praised so highly. And either people are more easily pleased than me, which I don't agree with, because I feel like I'm very easily pleased when it comes to most films. Apart from horrors, I'm usually a lot more positive about a film than the average rating on IMDb. Usually, when it comes to horrors, I'm very hard to please, but with pretty much everything else, I am so easy to please. So I don't think it's the case that everybody else is just easier to please and they really like it and I don't. If anything, it should be the other way on based on my experience. So I'm wondering if maybe people like the protagonist and that's the issue that I'm having with it. Or as I said, maybe some people, not everybody, but maybe some people feel like they have to like it. So they do like it. And that's not unique to this film. That's not unique to the film industry. It's the same with books, with novels, with literature. Absolutely, people are more likely to say, yeah, I love Bram Stoker, I love Jane Austen, because it's what they're expected to say by society. So maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe everybody who's rated it highly absolutely loves it, but I don't understand it. I just do not get that rating at all. It's an average film. I'd give it 6 out of 10 at best. And unfortunately, while I didn't mind Jodie Foster in it, I didn't really care for anything else in this. I did not think Taxi Driver was a particularly great film. It's an okay film, but I certainly didn't think it was anything fantastic.